Hello, great souls. Welcome to Chair Yoga for Everybody, Chair Yoga Flow. So let's begin standing today for our centering. I'm going to turn my chair to the side, and you can keep your hand on the chair for balance and stability if that's helpful for you. You can also face the chair. So we're going to come into standing mountain pose Tadasana, lifting and lengthening through the crown of the head. Feel your feet firmly planted on the earth. And take some deep, full breaths in and out through the nose. Visualize the breath washing through the whole body as you breathe. If it's comfortable to close the eyes and lift the inward gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Yogananda encouraged us to keep our consciousness lifted to this point all throughout the day. See if you can feel or sense the quality of stability that Tadasana offers standing mountain. You might visualize a mountain as you stand, the power and majesty, especially of a great mountain range. If you know of one, what's that feeling when you stand and look at the mountain? See if you can sense that within your own self. A readiness, a presence, solid and powerful. The affirmation is, I stand ready to obey thy least command. Feeling within yourself a readiness to listen for divine guidance and follow it. I stand ready to obey thy least command. Very nice. From here, let's move into full yogic breath flow. So we'll inhale, arms up. Expand wide, a gentle, graceful backward bend, just slightly. I'm going to turn to the side to show you how you can use the chair for this. The hands come down in front and we exhale forward. You can bring your hands to the back of the chair, surrender and release. When you're ready to inhale up, expand, and begin to visualize that you're drawing energy, prana and life force into the body. Again, you can use the back of the chair or slide the hands down in front. Surrender and release. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you flow down. Feel free to take extra breaths. It's just fine if one long breath feels a little too long for your body. Inhale up. Next time you come up, we'll circle the arms around the body and bring the hands to the heart for a circle of light, circle of joy. So inhale, fingers interlace, elbows lift up. Exhale, hands move out in front. This can be done seated in the chair as well. Inhale up, lift and lengthen, stretch tall. As you exhale, release and visualize light and joy surrounding you. See if you can sense that. Inhale, open, beautiful stretch. Nice flow for the upper body. Palms together, hands at the heart. One more time, inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Nice stretch. Release, light and joy surround you. Very nice. Hands come behind the back. Inhale. And release and exhale. Beautiful. Palms together, hands at the heart. Now we'll step the feet slightly apart for side-to-side stretching. You can use the back of your chair to support you. So we're going to inhale, left arm up, lift and lengthen, and exhale over. And if you like, place your hand on the chair for support. And turn the head to look up to the sky if that feels comfortable. Reaching and stretching, opening the left side of the body as you stretch and breathe. This has a similar quality to the Parigasana pose, the gate pose. Waves of joy surge upward in my spine. As you stretch and breathe, just mentally affirming, waves of joy surge upward in my spine. And then we'll inhale up, beautiful, and exhale down. I'm going to move my chair to the other side just to show you how you can utilize that for your side-to-side stretch. Excuse me. So we'll inhale, right arm up this time, lift and lengthen, and exhale over. And then rotate your head to look up towards the sky, reaching with each breath. Just feel the body opening to the stretch. Mentally affirming, waves of joy surge upward in my spine. Waves of joy surge upward in my spine. Very nice. Inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. We'll come into a forward bend now. Padahastasana, the jackknife pose, using the back of the chair to support you for this. So you're going to position yourself so that when you come forward, at a certain point, the chair will be there to support you. And you can play with it a little bit if you don't quite get it right. So the hands are on the thighs, lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale forward and pressing on the thighs. Then we'll bring the hands out. And so sometimes I step back a bit, stretch until I feel like, okay, the chair's helping me to have a nice stretch from my back and the back of my legs. I'm reaching through the tailbone and the crown of the head as I look down towards the floor. Nice deep breaths in and out. You can stay in this position with a neutral spine, or if you like, release the chair and round the spine, dropping the head and neck. The hands can be down towards the floor, fingertips under the toes, or you can hold your arms with your hands, relaxing. The affirmation is, nothing on earth can hold me. Nothing on earth can hold me. We'll bend the knees, tuck chin to chest, and inhale ourselves up. Come back to Tadasana just for a moment. Stand and relax the body. Nothing on earth can hold me. Very nice. We'll practice from here, standing backward bend. So coming up to the chair, we're going to step the left leg back, have the right leg forward. You'll bend the knee and make sure it's going in the direction of the toes. We'll inhale the arm up and then exhale. Bring the palms together and lift the heart to the sky. So it has a little bit of a similarity initially to warrior, but it's different because we're lifting the heart to the sky, the palms are together, and there's a graceful arch in the spine. The affirmation is, I am free. I am free. You can keep your hands on the back of the chair or also have your hands at your heart if that's more comfortable and a better option for your body. I am free. I am free. Now we'll straighten the right leg, exhale, arms down, and step towards the chair and pause for a moment in Tadasana. Very nice. This time we'll step right leg back. So if you're keeping your hands on the chair, it would look something like this, where you'd have it. And you could have one hand on the chair and one hand at the heart, or you could be here. So finding what's going to work for your body. And if you're bringing arms above you, palms together, then lift the heart to the sky. Deep, full breaths in and out. Mentally affirming, I am free. I am free. Attuning our consciousness with this deeper reality of our soul nature. The soul is free. Not limited by the physical body or any challenges of this incarnation. Our soul nature is ever free. I am free. I am free. Very nice. We'll straighten that leg, exhale, arms down. Step the foot, the feet back to the chair. For Tadasana, hands can be here for support or at your side. And just take a moment to notice how it feels. Visualize energy rising through the body, coming up to the point between the eyebrows, and just sending out the thought of inner freedom. I am free. I am free. Very nice. We'll come into seated Rajaka Pottanasana. So this is the royal pigeon pose. And we're going to take the left foot and cross it over the right thigh. And you're going to come into a position where you feel that that left hip is getting a nice stretch, and you start out with the spine fairly neutral. You might find that you stay here the whole time. The hands can be turned upward, breathing deeply. With each breath, relax the body into the asana and keep the spine lifted and lengthened. So as you're seated, the torso, the back, there's a level of activity here. It's not a collapsed kind of sitting in the chair. It's lifted and lengthened. And then as you feel to, if it feels right for your body, you can begin to come forward slightly. Sometimes I'll move my foot out a little bit, bring the hands together. And again, I'm lifting and lengthening through the spine. I'm doing my best to keep the shoulders relaxed down from the ears. And as I come forward, there's quite an increase in the stretch in the left hip. And this is what we do on the floor as well when we're practicing. The affirmation is, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. If you like, you can open the hands in a receptive pose, release the head and neck. Breathing deeply, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. To come out, we inhale, come back to center, uncross, and pause for a moment in seated Vajrasana, relaxing the whole body, visualizing the breath flowing through the body, the awakened energy rising. It flows upward in the spine, to the base of the skull and through the brain, to the point between the eyebrows. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Very nice. We'll go to the other side, and I'll just turn for a side angle to show you. So you can see I'm away from the back of the chair. That seems to work best for me. And we take the right leg now and cross it. So it's a nice opening here. The hands are in front. Palms can be together or turned upward. Oftentimes I start with them together. And just begin to breathe deeply and send the breath to any point of tension that you feel. See if you can sense the relaxed breath helping the body to soften, to relax and open and receive the gift of the asana. Rajaka Pottanasana, royal pigeon pose. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Listening to your body as you practice, you can begin very slowly to come forward if that feels right for you. Find that position, if you do, that's just right. Turning the palms upward. Relaxing with each breath. I rise above all thought of past and future. Into the eternal now. When you're ready to come out, you'll inhale up, uncross the leg, and sit for a moment, seated Vajrasana. Very nice. From here, we'll come into seated Garudasana, the eagle pose. So the eagle pose, there are a few options for the arms. The arms can be, they can be with the hands on the shoulders, or they can be slightly apart, and I'll show you that as we practice. So we're going to have the right leg cross over the left, and we'll have the left arm center point, and the right arm comes up. And you exhale down, and it comes under the elbows. And here's where you find your position. Hands could be apart, they could relax on the shoulders, or you can bring them together and lift and lengthen. Once my arms are in position, I tend to lift my shoulders slightly so I can really feel the opening in the upper back. But you don't want to overdo that. So please listen to your body. Find the position that feels dynamic and comfortable, so you can really go into the asana with your awareness and not be distracted by discomfort and stress. Breathing deeply. The affirmation is at the center of life's storms. I stand serene. Deep, full breaths. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene, finding that inner serenity, untouched by outer circumstance. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. To come out of the pose, we unwind the arms, uncross the legs, and pause just for a moment, relaxing the body, lifting the inward gaze. Each of these affirmations reminds us of our capacity to live in our highest truth, our highest self. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. Very nice. We'll go to the other side, and this time I'll turn to the side. So now the right leg is going to be the base, and the left leg will come across. And the right arm will be center point. Is that correct? Let's see. I've turned myself around. It's the opposite of what we just did. And we'll bring the arms in, and here's where I lift the elbows just slightly. Breathing deeply, finding the inner focus of peace and serenity. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. See if you can sense that inner reality, always present. Calm center, undisturbed. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. Inhale, and as you exhale, unwind the arms, uncross the legs, and pause. Seated Vajrasana. The center of life's storms, I stand serene. Very nice. We'll practice a seated spinal twist now. So we're going to take the left leg and cross that over the right. We'll bring the left arm behind us. And I just find a position that supports the upper body. So where you place the hand will really depend on what works for you. And for me, it seems different every day. So inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly begin to bring the body towards that left shoulder. And when you feel that you've come into the twist, that it feels just right for you, looking back in the direction of the left shoulder, breathing deeply, do your best to keep the spine lifted and lengthened. Visualize energy rising up through the spine. Swami Kriyananda said this pose draws energy into the heart center. And from the heart, we consciously lift it up to the spiritual eye, purifying the heart's feeling quality to divine love and divine friendship for all. The affirmation is, I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. To come out of the pose, we inhale, and as we exhale, we gently unwind, uncross the legs, palms turned upward, pausing for a moment. I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. Now the left leg is the base and the right leg crosses. We bring the right arm behind, lift and lengthen, and as you exhale, begin just very slowly to turn towards the right. When you find the spine has reached the point that feels right for you, breathing deeply, relaxed in the body, and at the same time dynamically lifting through the spine, the energy rising to the heart and up to the spiritual eye, sending out the thought of goodwill and friendship to all. I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. Come out, we inhale and exhale, unwind, uncross. Hands here on the thighs. Deep, full breath in and out. Bringing the hands back towards the back of the chair. It could also be halfway if that's better for your body. We'll begin to arch, and I move towards the front of my chair, keeping my feet on the floor to get a nice arch in the spine, but feel stable in my seat. Lifting the head just slightly. Seated camel. With calm faith I open to thy light. With calm faith I open to thy light. Come out, we release the chair, the hands come back. You might sit back a little bit in your seat. With calm faith I open to thy light. From here we'll come into seated child's pose. So you can use a chair in front of you to support you for this. Lift and lengthen, and you'll find the height of that's going to depend on what's right for you. Releasing the forehead towards the back of the hands. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. To come out, we inhale, bring ourselves up. We'll pause for a moment. Seated Vajrasana. Enjoying the stillness at the end of our practice. Beautiful time to come into meditation. Okay, dear souls, let's send out the light and blessing of our practice today to the whole world. Visualize yourself drawing light, healing energy into your hands, and feel yourself as a divine channel. We'll raise the hands and chant Om together 3 times. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Great to be with you today. Thank you for joining me. Wishing you many blessings.